Did you watch? I bet like people in the South watch Little League World Series too.
Right? We actually do. You don't watch the Little League World Series?
No.
I love the little dude. Those fucking South Americans are always sneaking in some 20-year-old with a mustache, looks like John Redcorn's kid. And Joseph's up to bat, 6'3" brown kid. Like, come on, that dude was working on a house down the street before.
Dude, I watched a video from that channel you told me about. The baseball's not real or doesn't exist, and the guy was like the most like the biggest cheating ever in the Little League World Series, and it showed a picture of this team from the Philippines, and like some of them didn't even shave. Like before they played, they were very obvious. They had like man hands, man shoulders, man builds, and like it showed. You know how like. If we were all going to manage a little league team and we were going to cheat, we'd make sure that our team won like 7-5, right? 8-3, like reasonable baseball scores. These guys were winning 49-0, 62-2, 71-1. One time, I think they put up 3 figures on a team of actual children. And like in the end, they discovered it because they're like, wait, these people don't match up at all with the paperwork you sent us. Like this man is not 11.
What I don't understand is like what parent leaves their kid in the game after they score the 99th run.
Yeah, dude, there's more cheating in Little League than I thought. He told another story. He's like, there was this inner city team that was like went gangbusters through the Little League World Series, and in the end they got caught and had to give their trophy back because like apparently the way Little League works is like it's regions, so it's like this neighborhood versus this neighborhood versus this neighborhood, and this inner city team had basically like expanded the area, like kind of cheating, and then said like, Joey Sportsman over here who isn't eligible, they're going to say that he's Tyler Simonson, who is eligible but just sucks. And so at the end of it, after it all came to reality, like it came to the truth, it was like the baseball's not real. It was like in the end they discovered that of the 13 players, only 3 were from the actual neighborhood and like allowed to play that. So it was like the whole team was just people that they handpicked. Like, how do you not catch that shit? Like it shouldn't seem like it would be that hard, right? But how much oversight is there in the Little League World Series?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot.
Not watching.
When does cheating bother you? And when do you just not care? Because for me,
it hurts my team.
All right. So that's a good one. And I think we all feel that because I think it's funny that Chael Sonnen and John Jones do steroids, but I don't want somebody coming in all roided up, beating up my fighter. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
who's my clean fighter though?
But not just steroids aside, like cheating, like Woody's kind of like excusing the Astros thing, right? He's like, come on, everybody does it. So what? They added a few
I genuinely don't understand how like adding, what is it, the trash cans or the
electronic system,
being smarter at decoding the signs using a computer is cheating, but doing it in your head is not.
Correct.
It is a very like wavy, arbitrary line of which cheating is okay and which isn't.
Yeah.
If I use an aimbot in a game, you're just like, oh, that's cheating. You had somebody else do the work for you.
But but everybody's doing it in baseball. Like they're all trying to play a little shady and get one over.
The cheating that's fine in baseball is when you've got a runner on second and he's like back there, like peering from his position that he earned there on the field of play to try to glean something. We're talking about someone who had to be given a ticket by the organization, or they bought one, but given a ticket by the organization, planted in that seat with binoculars and a radio and a computer system that they had experts build. And now all the players have wires on them that vibrate. And we got a guy in the dugout hammering out signals. And we only got one guy on the
cheating.
And there's only one guy on the team who doesn't want to be part of it. It's their second baseman. I'm gonna mess up his name. He's Mexican, Tuleve or Tuve or whatever. That guy, you can see him at one of his bats. They're like banging on the trash can. He takes the pitch, even though he knows what's coming. He's like shakes his head, and they don't hit the trash can again the rest of the game. He's the only one not fucking cheating.
That's pretty honorable.
And he was
he was just homophobic. He didn't want to wear the vibrating anal dildo.
He was one of the worst. He was not one of the worst, Zach. You don't know what you're talking about. I have deep dove this. It was a tattoo that was embarrassing. That's why I didn't want his jersey open.
I trust that. Lots of people.
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
tattoos.
sure.
That's what happens.
But
So many
Kyle,
professional
like, do you-
athletes don't
is
want to
it-
show their
hates
bodies.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
so like they're all trying to read the signs. They're all trying to cheat. Like
Well,
my
to
mind
some
was
extent, it's not
blown
the
when I
biggest
watched
of
that.
deals. Even knowing what's coming isn't the biggest of deals.
where did
Like,
was it the wires? You would say if they hadn't done the wires,
It doesn't even matter what I think. I mean, there's been books written about this.
No,
they've
no.
been
Like, what do you
penalized.
think? Like the line of cheating.
For me, it's that there's even a guy out there. But then going a step further with all the wiring and the computer algorithm and the idea that they've got buzzers on their bodies vibrating when it's going to be an off-speed pitch or whatever code they're using.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All of that, like adding all that gadgetry and the people who are outside the game doing the cheating for them. Like they've got another guy who isn't even on the field of play,
Mhm.
helping them during the game.
Have other teams
coach.
been caught doing that?
No, not like a coach. They've already got a fucking coach. He's in the dugout wearing a hat.
That sounds like cheating too. They got a guy just
The guy
telling
with
them what
the
to do all game long.
No, I'm talking about that shady motherfucker in the hat pulled down
How's
low.
he
out
different than
there.
the other coaches? I'm telling you, you have a third base coach, a first
ain't
base
on the
coach, and
payroll,
a center
goddammit.
field coach.
It's cheating.
You got a
Cheating
center field
against
coach
rules.
with the binoculars in the back.
I don't like
Yeah.
that kind of cheating. I don't like that kind of cheating. I also didn't like it when the New England Patriots were watching people's practices.
Yeah,
Recording their practices. Like
I think a lot of teams have been caught doing stuff like that.
a lot of them have. That I actually don't mind as much, but it's still very much cheating. Now, here's cheating that I have no problem with. I saw one where I think there was a collision at the plate, and I want to say the catcher dropped this. He's got this little booklet on his arm, and it's how they're going to pitch everybody. It's like, oh, Jim, throw him fastballs high and away. Todd, breaking pitches every time, low and inside. Like how they're going to face each of and like the collision happens, it falls on the ground. The batter's like, oh, just pick this up and take it with me here. And he does. And you see, and the cameras are everywhere. It's a baseball park. So you see him go back to the, hey, coach, here you go. And the coach is like, good job. Like you see the whole dirty exchange go down.
And the guy didn't get in trouble.
Book. He dropped it.
The guy who picked up the book and stole it and gave it to the coach, he didn't get in trouble. Like that was understood to be like, well, he dropped the answers. Of course, you take the key.
I mean, it's Section 11, Rule 9: finders keepers, losers sweepers.
But I'm not even.
I think so.
Like rules
Don't have
aside,
a card in your pocket that gives all the answers away when you go to
rules
bat.
aside, my own sense of morality tells me that that's okay. Like I believe that is righteous what he did. That we're here to compete, and you dropped your notes. I'm gonna grab your notes up. You can't drop your notes. I have them now.
He should have brought it up to the plate.
Now, if he had said, "Hey, you got my notes," yeah, dude, you got me. But he didn't. You could.
Yeah, they call that the swiper no swiping clause of the finders keepers.
I'm telling you how my own morality works. Like if he had ever said, "Hey, you got my shit," and yeah, I did. You caught me. But he was so willy-nilly about keeping this sacred thing secret that he didn't even notice it was gone until it was too fucking late, and the other coach has it, and now they know how they're going to get pitched. And he's like, "Yeah, hey, watch out."